All right, guys. So DC put out a weeks like what is it called? Weeks ahead. Yeah, trailer for Lanterns. Now this is post me watching the first episode, and yeah, I'm obviously gonna spoil it because if you haven't watched that first episode, then you definitely shouldn't watch this trailer. But yeah, let's see what they got. By the way, I really love the first episode. I think that the show is shaping up to be something pretty special, and we're starting off with again, spoiler alert, Hal Jordan here, breathing, unlike the end of the last episode. And yeah, this is kind of what they were talking about, where this is going to be very much inspired by True Detective in the sense that we're going to be following the 2016 storyline along with the 2026 storyline with Jon Stewart. So yeah, let's see what this is.
Something is off here.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
I can feel it.
In my
We
bones.
got 4 dead aliens on a football field. Another one just blew up half the sheriff's station. We got a case to work.
Jesus Christ almighty. Unclench.
I get the feeling that everyone wants me gone. What are you talking about, mate?
Yeah, it's unclear as to what the guy in the cowboy hat, like what his deal is. Because it's like they want aliens gone, right? They're like kind of like vaguely white supremacist people, but in the context of DC, they're talking about like literal aliens and not like illegal aliens in the real world. And I guess they initially wanted Hal Jordan's help, but I guess once they're going to realize that Hal Jordan doesn't just want to indiscriminately murder aliens, so I'm guessing that's going to be a thing there. But my assumption is that whatever alien beings that have like invaded this town, I doubt. Like they also seem kind of sinister themselves, don't they? At least based off of the disposition of the guy that Hal's interrogating. So, yeah, obviously going to be very curious to see exactly how this all ends up. Well, we know how Hal ends up, but you know what I mean.
Everything feels like it's about to explode for no good reason.
I knew there was something about this place, and my gut is never wrong.
There's an interplanetary war criminal hiding here in Rushville.
What does this...
Ooh, interesting. So maybe because the guy was talking about like colonizers and how he doesn't want to be colonized. Maybe he's the one doing the colonizing, but then there are other aliens that are coming in as well. I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
Thing want?
We don't know. These aliens are gonna waltz into town, they're gonna blow up.
4 aliens are dead, and yet you linger. I think you're hiding something on this property you don't want me to see.
These weapons are too high-tech to be from around here.
One of the most dangerous beings to ever exist knows it has been found. You have 48 hours to identify the manhunter. No reason for innocent lives to be lost.
So that sounds like a villain and looks like a villain, but he's not the manhunter. Because yeah, I remember they were talking about manhunters in the first 2 trailers. So are the manhunters the aliens that are infiltrating this town, I guess? And is the head of the manhunters this interplanetary war criminal? I think that's what they're getting at here, right?
You're only gonna get one shot at this. Do not miss.
Do you know who I am?
Your guardian. You are the founder of the Lantern.
Why did they go woke? They made the Guardian a woman.
This is when most candidates ask, why me?
I know exactly why me.
All right. Somebody's got a high opinion of himself.
What do you think of Hal Jordan?
I don't think about him.
He says that you are too weak to bear the massive power of the ring.
You know, the Guardian said you broke a vow.
It's above your pay grade, Junior.
First time I met Hal Jordan, he was...
Okay, yeah, that's actually, I think that's kind of a theory that I got right, that Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, all of the scenes that we saw with him in the original 2 trailers would have had to have been in like the modern day storyline, because one of the big questions that people had was, okay, if there is this conflict between Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and Hal Jordan, needing to give up the ring or whatever for the new blood, how is it possible that Guy Gardner is running around with a ring? It's because something happens in between 2016 and 2026 to where I guess for some reason the rules have changed and now multiple people can own a ring. That's kind of it makes sense because people were calling out that inconsistency considering we saw Guy Gardner in Superman, but I always figured like that's such a glaring error that I highly doubt that they're not going to address it.
In jail too, after the shit show the two of you put on.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can trust him.
You already know the answer.
Would you be comfortable replacing Hal Jordan?
It doesn't matter if I'm comfortable with it.
Is he saying that because he's like he knows it's going to be necessary?
Killing a lantern would trigger a large response.
I don't need a sidekick. And the only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
Jordan's actions have accelerated the inevitable.
So we're getting like flashbacks here.
Jordan's actions have accelerated the inevitable.
This is a young Hal Jordan. This is a young Sinestro because we saw older Sinestro in one of the first two trailers. So did Hal Jordan do something to cause the Guardians to want to replace him? But did he do something in his younger years to want to cause the Guardians to replace him? I don't know. Because it seems like a long time, obviously, between this scene and the present day where the Guardians are like choosing Jon Stewart.
There's more going on here than you realize.
The best thing you can do for all of us is just go.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I feel like I've been very weird about like all of my predictions for this have been weird. Okay, so this group of people, the McClellan guys.
The best thing you can do for all of us is just...
This guy. Is he or is he not an alien? I don't... Like, are they aliens as well? I feel like this trailer is confusing me a little bit.
Let's go.
Is that guy an alien? Is that the guy that they work for, maybe?
If he
Like, are they a part of the group that is like, are they a part of whatever group that is a part of, what did they say, the interplanetary war criminal or whatever? Like, do they work for that interplanetary war criminal, or are they trying to sniff out the group that works for the interplanetary war criminal? That's the bit that I'm a little confused by. Because they definitely, it seems like they tried to kill those aliens. Or, well, they successfully killed those aliens on the football field. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, are there potentially innocent aliens that are being killed? And is it human on alien violence, or is it alien on alien violence? I don't know. Also, this is modern day because he has the goatee. That's the, I guess that's the visual indicator. Because Jon Stewart has a goatee.
if he want
But also, are we all the way in 2026, and does he not have the ring yet? That's also a very curious question.
if you want this job,
I'm gonna have to move you off the game board.
You think they're gonna let you keep the ring?
then go and get it.
Oh, they're fighting. Oh my gosh. Because, yeah, it's like, does the event that happens in 2016, like whatever investigation that they're doing, does that end with both of them getting a ring? Or does Jon have to wait all the way until 2026 for Hal to die, and then and only then does he get the ring? Seems like a really long wait, doesn't it? All right. I don't know. I feel like I don't have a clear prediction of what exactly is going to go on. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think this I think this show is really good so far. I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. This trailer definitely gets me more excited to see what is to come. And yeah, like I've this so this is is this a lantern that they used to charge the rings? Maybe, like, what is it doing in the middle of the street there? I don't know. I feel like I don't have a good a good handle on this. So if you feel like you have a solidified theory of why the Guardians chose John and what exactly is going on with the McClellan people and like why exactly what they're doing, like, are they aliens? Are they human? Do they work for the interplanetary war criminal? I feel like I just don't have a good handle on it. But either way, I think that this show is, it is what I think the DCU needed at the moment, because even though I've enjoyed stuff like Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2 and Superman, I definitely think that a lot of people viewed those as very James Gunny projects, because of course James Gunn either wrote or directed or both all of those projects. And then we get Supergirl. And not only was it another James Gunny project, it was a James Gunny project that wasn't directed by James Gunn. And so I think it led people to think like, uh-oh, is James Gunn just going to force everybody that works for him to make James Gunny stuff? And I think that at least as far as the first episode goes, it's like, no, that seems to not be what James Gunn is doing, because he very much let these guys make a True Detective HBO style Green Lantern show that doesn't feel like a James Gunn show whatsoever. And I think this is like what people are looking for. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.